We were based on the BBC, and when we went to the announcers training school, we were trained to enunciate and pronounce our vowels perfectly. Today, it's a different thing. It's a more relaxed delivery. Communication is the key thing. I think sometimes today it's a little bit too relaxed. For black and white television, it was a much heavier makeup than you'd wear for colour television, almost theatre makeup. I can remember I used to wear false eyelashes, but they were all in fashion then anyway, and quite dark red lipstick. It was quite difficult. The technical equipment wasn't, the camera equipment wasn't as sophisticated as it is today, so you had to be careful not to wear tiny little checks which would strobe on screen. Not a lot of white, otherwise it would flare. I was actually part of that transition. I can remember they used me, the technical people did, the camera people and the lighting directors, as their sort of model. And so I would have half my face made up with black and white makeup and the other half of my face just made up in what sort of makeup I'm wearing now. And I went down to Wellington and they all stood there with their pipes and, oh yes, does this work or does that work and whatever. It was a bit hard for me going from being an announcer, a radio announcer, and I did a little bit of local news on 1ZB as it was then, to walk into a newsroom full of journalists. And I think they found me rather hard to accept because I was not a trained journalist. We were reading bulletins right throughout the day and the night with the names of those who perished on that fateful flight. So that took quite a bit of grit, but to keep that fine line between a certain detachment, but that empathy and personal delivery. I thought, after all these years, but you just sit in the chair, the camera's there, the autocue's there, they pin the mic, and it's like riding a bike. The discipline just comes back, and you do it. And apparently it was a program. The breakfast show had record numbers of viewers that morning. It was a lot of fun and restores your confidence in yourself.